That's hot. Woo. I'll pick the playlist. I'll just put something in the back. It probably won't be audible for most of the time because there's music in the game and stuff. Right. Last time we were working on the interior of this temple ride, and that's basically what we're going to be continuing. Support beam there. I believe I'm going to be adding more support beams across the place as we go. I'll there. And it probably won't get too close to the train. Well, no, it won't because it's further away from the track than the catwalk, and the catwalk is fine. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. This probably stick out the top a bit, yeah. That then. Notification that disappears immediately. Okay, I'm gonna put this exit situation here. I need the concrete pillars. I think I'm going to just be placing walls intersecting like that. Bad. Metal. It's metal. think I'll lower the ground a bit around here. Can't lower it there because there's a path. That's fine. Gotta figure out like very tip top of this tunnel, like how just there. Only same on the other side. Then what I'll do is like these blocks. So that they're not any lower down than that path, because it's already pretty extreme as it is, and then that way it also doesn't stick up from the other side is the point. About to drag these in a bit, these because they reach out to the other side. In ways which they ought not to. Yum yum, good tea. Okay, no. Let's put down a door, Delano. Welcome back. Unfortunately, the door's gonna be white. I don't think there's any kind of like material that I'm gonna put on the image. It's gonna like better, unless it's kind of intersect. It's like phasing through the materials, which I don't like, but might be necessary because it's gonna be really hard to like make it not look like it's doing that. So I'll probably just accept that, but nah. This speaker is no longer that audible because it's hidden. Let's put some of the desert stones around the like exit from the building to make it a bit more blended in. Not all around, but this is not really going to be that visible. It's more like sort of hide the gap in the ground of that kind of stuff, and then yeah. Pour myself more tea. This is black tea this time, and I pre-mixed brown sugar, vanilla extract, and milk into it. It's also strawberry flavored black tea. The strawberry flavor isn't that strong, but it's still good. I think I'm gonna remove the catwalk from this very last section. I got to go to the furry bar last night. It was cool. Was it the like the one that like employees like come on to like Dag's chat occasionally? That one? Yeah. Oh, you went down to Seattle. Seattle. It's Skyfox up. Oh, okay. Fill this gap under the wall, which I could just do by putting like more wall down there, but I have reasons why I don't want to do that, but they're hard to explain, so I won't get into them. Part of the reason why I actually was late to stream today by so much was because I was like, whatever, like nobody's waiting around for my stream anyway, I might as well watch Skybox. I was there. I'm gonna need to put probably some kind of like fire effects or something in this launch tunnel. I'm gonna say, oh no. What do you mean, oh no? No one watches my stream. No, not that. I said no one's like waiting around for it. Like, no one was fully like waiting around today, or anything like that, for it to start at the specific time. Oh, still. I mean, would it be false if I were to say that? This doesn't need to, like, a lot of these tops of these structures and stuff are gonna look silly, but that's also just realistic. You only need to cover the like exterior walls with what is actually important to be seen by the guests on ride and that kind of stuff. It'd be possible for me to put like a skull face or something here without it blocking that view window completely. I could or should possibly also put like a grate on this window so you can't see too clearly into the right area. I'm looking at the wrong section. These heads, I think, might be too wet. I'm not sure. I remember Dag's schedule sometimes. You do, because you you usually like comment on him being late. I just like giving him shit, don't we all? Oh, now I'm debating if I want this like peep window to be here anyway. Oh yeah, because it spoils that surprise. So actually, no. Yeah, no, I'm removing this. No spoiled surprises. I should pace myself with the tea because I like just started stream. Like I just came on stream half an hour ago and I've already drank. I'm almost done with my second cup of tea. I made like about 4 cups worth or something like that, but yeah. I should make some black tea out of coffee. Curiously, that's actually the reason why I'm drinking so much tea lately on stream. But like, well, not because of coffee, because I usually don't drink coffee on stream, but I also haven't been able to afford energy drinks. So even though tea is not as effective as energy drinks, neither is coffee, I want to have something. And also, yeah. Do these lights shine much? Well, like a tiny bit, but I'll probably like make them only turn on when the train goes past. I think there's like a skeleton laugh sound. Yeah. I think 1, 2, 3, those were like just like spare figures that I'd already made. I just move around freely and use for other stuff. Move that over there. It's gonna change. There's the 6. If you like put scenery inside other scenery, it's always harder to select naturally, so. I'm considering using a spookier laugh instead, but we'll see. I can change the sound if I feel like it. Duplicate these, turn them. don't think I'm gonna... I'm not sure. Do I want to use the skeleton laugh or do I want to use, like... There's like a spooky laugh. I'll use scary laughter, maybe? Pace myself with the tea now and put the cup away a little so I don't refill it again. It's just so tasty. Is there like that's dirt. That's snow dust. That looks different. Apple fall. I wish there was like a bar like this that shot out like a burst of smoke. Instead of all of those are like all of those effects are like very they're like, I don't know, like not turrets, but like these kinds of spout things like this. Smoke. Pause the game because the coast train is right there, so we can see what the effect is actually like on a ride. That little scene. It didn't. Okay. Next one. Does it? Did I not? Oh no, the smoke triggers 3 seconds after. Because, oh yeah, okay. That's why it wasn't working. Oh, there we go. Now, like, the eyes light up and it's like spew smoke onto the guests. And I think the spooky laughter works for that way better than the kind of silly skeleton laughter sound. This turnaround, I'm gonna need to add a custom support here because this can't just like be free-floating like that. Like it's like on the borderline of realism, but I'd prefer to add a support. Especially because it's like very simple thing to do here. Like, I could even leave it at that, but I'm not gonna add a connector. And a flange. What did I say? Flange? audio. Sounds to this scene as well. I think there was like a distant scream sound, I think. And I could also use these like spooky instrumental bits, but a bit hard to hear because the volume is 75, but also because we're in a just the music going around. Bong, and there was like the distant scream or something like that. Falling scream, that's good. It's kind of annoying how like editing the timestamps for these for anything in here, they like it's loud. Yeah, the gong doesn't need to be any louder, but I'll make it well, make the scream be louder. For the door. Well, for the launch in general. Great. Doing a screen slide. Before I start, I want to put like, I don't know, like a light effect or something in this tunnel probably, or like, I don't know, some fire effects maybe, but before that I want to put like vines and stuff on some of the walls, some more detail. Why is it empty? I don't have any filters on. Hello? There you go. Looks stupid if the vine traps had also, or like the vine traps, the spike traps also had vines covering them. I think it looks realistic enough. Then, no, those are not. Yeah, these. Not on this wall, but I'll keep the ones up there, but here. Yeah. I wish there was something that like reached like more further down and not just being like up here kind of situation, but what can you do? This effects needs to trigger immediately. If there was like, I wish there was like more of these like vines that like sort of like climbed further up instead of all just being like you know, at the top of a wall they were like up and down the wall. There were like more of those options basically is what I'm trying to say, or what I was trying to say, and then my brain farted. I wonder if these would look okay. Spooky vines like going up and down. Well, there are some. There are some of these individual hanging vine things. These might be good for something, but not this wall, I don't think. Okay, I'll forget about the vines now. For now, at least. I'll like here, but so here, at least what you can see, and then I'll add more separation walls now between the different spaces of the scenes, quote unquote. Well, no, I'm saying scenes, quote unquote, when they are like literally show scenes. Not scenes, quote unquote, they are literally scenes. She'll extend this wall further out, man. There's a bit of clipping going on with the textures. That's fine. That's not the world because you're just kind of flashing past these. And again, you're not going to be able to see like most of this in the dark. It's not. Yeah, the clearance is fine. Although I don't like how that like back is visible there, so instead I think I'll this. Another clips to the outside building, does it? No. Then some gentle lighting on these walls so that you pay attention to only, again, the stuff you're supposed to see, and to light the way a little, kinda. Yeah, that's pretty good as is. I think here I'll just make the ground into sand, and that's enough of the ground cover. I don't need to put a floor down. Low rider down. Continue putting this around the place. Does it stick out the wall? No, it does not. Good. Is that enough clearance for the crane? Yeah, it's cutting it a bit close. I'll give it more of a wider berth. Oh, it's ruins. There's more of these corner ruin pieces than just these. Oh, there are. Never mind. Maybe Yepin. Looks like it's broken up. That's definitely not a good be enough clearance. I mean, it kind of seems like it is, but it doesn't. I don't need to put clearance there necessarily, so I'll just put, like, I don't know, back panel walls around for this section here. Put the like blackout paneling there if I feel like it. Sometimes placing walls is a pain in the fucking ass in this game. Better not stick out. They don't. Good. Yeah, I'll put some black paneling around to cover up any. There's like the panel walls, those are like a bit shiny. That's not necessarily desirable. So instead we can use these to like make it like fully like pitch black dark kind of. So the interesting thing about all these sound effects is that a lot of them have like multiple variations. Like they like vary slightly each time they play, which is a cool feature. They didn't have to do that. Now I'll disguise this like quote unquote real support pillar with a temple support pillar. Which do I need to actually like put the real pillar there? No, but I guess I'm using it as like a guide. Doesn't get too close to the train, does it? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, your boy needs to piss. I'll be right back. The P has evacuated my corpse. Now to think about show scenes for this area, this areola. Ooh. Let's do something, actually. Something fun here. Actually, never mind, it might be a pain in the ass. I was going to make a transition from like one color to the other with these, but then I realized I have to change 4 fucking like colors like each time when I change the color for like the gradient, and I'm not gonna do that, so. Put up that wall, and then I'll probably check what it like looks like from on right, if it like you can see where like the temple walls transition into the full blackness. So we'll see. Does this stick out here? Oh, it does, okay. Can't do that then. It's just the end there. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, to be fair, anything above that it probably wouldn't be visible anyway, so yeah, let's take a... In Finnish we say välietappi, so like in this gap, let's take a pause to check where we are in the progress and stuff like that. You can still see a bit too much. Of what you're not supposed to. That's not difficult to remedy. Black panels for these, these. These corner pillars, because they're very bright, they're very visible. I could put like a billowing smoke thing in this like transition section where it goes from the temple wall to the full blackness, so that it's not as apparent. Probably. And I'll have to raise this wall up because you can see like the upcoming spike trap scare from the lift hill. I love silicone lids. Like, silicone lids of different sizes, you can like put them on like pots, pans, and I have them on this like jug, and it like seals the heat in really well, so that the tea doesn't cool down. before I like drink it, you know. Does that get too close? A bit. Well, so. And because, you know, it's silicone, it creates an airtight seal. Does that the wall get lit up by that light? Oh, it's fine. Some of the panels are part of the building and some aren't, which is a bit messy of me, but who cares? Me. Yeah, there's a gap there, but you won't be able to see the gap really, so it's fine. Yeah. He says it's fine, and then he blocks the gap anyway. I'm probably gonna put black paneling on the gap. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, you can't really see that in the dark, that one corner is kind of cut out. Well, I'll work on the station later. Kind of bouncing around between different parts of the ride, which is, like, you know, that's not a bad thing necessarily, but I kind of don't want to. This is annoying to me, though. The track, I've selected the same exact color for all of these pieces of the track, but they show up slightly differently on different parts, so it looks like there's like different saturations of brown on it, and I do not appreciate it. I do not appreciate it one bit. gonna just be like hanging out there and like light up or something at the when like you get to this like end section or something. So let me just make all the base sand or base R sand belong to us. Yeah, the way that walls affect sound in this game is kind of impressive, honestly. Can I make like a fire roast this guy? Brother, I just stepped directly into cat puke. Oh no. Ew. That combo. I hope Cryptid is fine. It's a bit too high, but... She's fine, I was just away from home and my roommates haven't fed her yet today. That makes her puke? Sometimes if she gets fed too late in the afternoon, she gets sick. Oh, okay. Nasty though. And I'm living in a fantasy in my little nasty world. No kind of, wait, hold on, yeah, it was like a full step, no kind of sort of half steppy, then realized my foot slumped down. Cryptid says hi. Give Cryptid a screech. From me. I'll move the speakers so it's not as prominently visible from the light. I want this like skeleton to be highlighted before you even come to it, and then when you come to it, it like it's on fire. I shall when she comes back in. I think I'll have, there's like an animation of a scorpion attacking, animation, an animatronic of a scorpion attacking. I think I should put one like, whatever, Scamper on my Scarab. Like, I should put one, a bit big though, the scorpion. Will it fit even, you know? Oh, maybe like in this corner. The animation moves it a bit too much. What if I just like make it a stationary? Like a flashing light and a sound. The annoying thing is that even if you select it to be stationary, it starts moving when you like move it, which means that you have to pause the game if you want to move an animatronic without it moving. If I remove this support and replace it with a custom one, I could place the scorpion here. Yeah. Now with the attack V2, yeah, it's still, that's, yeah, but it, like, you won't really notice the movement that much anyway when it goes past quickly, so I'll just make it stationary and that feels like it kind of covers too big of an area. Then one that's gonna like flash white just for the sake of like contrast, whatever. Now, is there a sound effect for this creature? There is an effect in the animatronic itself, but obviously I'm not that place only when the animation happens, so I'm using the animation. This is technically a snake hiss in the game, but it sounds close enough to the scorpion sound. Repeat toggle on trigger. It says all of them have the repeat toggle on trigger thing, but it didn't fit that way, so... Yeah. It's sometimes... Yeah, it's... Sometimes it doesn't do what you want it to do. Now I'm gonna make them do it at a slightly different, like, pace. So that it's, like... a bit more action-y. Let's see how it's on ride. You hardly see it if you look dead ahead, but you do see it, like... Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's check again about the, like, you're like in this side seat. Do you actually see it more? You do. Oh, I want to add a Pilar over there. It works, but if I put it here, you wouldn't really see it either, because you're like, yeah. Unless I put it high up. I don't know. I wish this would just like be constantly rotating instead of coming out like a lipstick out of a sheath, but like if I have it activate before like the train goes by, then it won't be such a big deal. I kind of want to put it like above the guests. Yeah, the animation lasts for long enough that like you won't see them extend like that. Let's see now where I put the animate like trigger. Yeah, you're not gonna notice. Actually, it should be a bit later so that you know the train doesn't manage to go past before the animation stops. Now, let's place a light that shines only on these things. It's complicated, it always is. That's just the way it goes. 'Cause I've been waiting for so long for this. I wonder if it shows. Get underwater, now I can't breathe. It never felt so good. 'Cause I can feel it coming over me. I wouldn't stop it if I could. And love takes over. Yeah. I don't know why that song came up to me, but it did. It's hecking windy, Yaribushka. Is the windy part of autumn coming up there? Well, clearly it is. Well, clearly it's already there, not coming up. I'm coming up. Or out, whatever, I don't care. This be good to shine on them. It shines on a bit too much. Like, I don't want it to shine on the track is the problem. Maybe it has too much reach. Halo. Something I've never played. I haven't played any of the Halos ever, I don't think. Maybe. Activate on trigger, duplicate BOFA, change color on trigger to that color that it currently is in in 2 seconds. And then duplicate these two again, because we're gonna make them black. Like, I don't know, 5 seconds after the trigger, that or 6 seconds. Beach. Let us see. Let us see. Yep, that's a good amount of visibility, I'd say. The thing I don't like about this effect here in the beginning is that you can see these lights from the, like, you can see the shining, like the quote-unquote light bulb of the ride. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna see if they can still shine properly if I put a colorable panel like this on top of them, like so. Looks like they still shine on the Scorpion. Lite väl. Although you can see them from this angle. Okay, never mind. I think I'm gonna switch the Scorpion sliding to overhead. People shouldn't be filmed in overhead lighting, but this Scorpion can. Might consider putting some kind of like, well, no. What should we put on the ground underneath this first turn? Thinking perhaps some skeletons and rubble, maybe? Scariest thing, buildings dilapidating. Or a snake pit. That's an option. this tiny one. Is it Siri? How do I make light source light up as much as possible without it being too visible from the trains? Fucking one, like I'll be your one-up girl, but in like Lo-Fi Beats edition. That song. I mean, you'll probably hear it even less than me, so I don't expect an answer from you guys, but... I feel like that works. I'll add vines to the walls. I don't need to make the animatronics triggered because they just slither around at, like, on a loops. It's fine. Up in the air, jump up, don't be scared. Multiple staff members have a high workload, okay. Oh yeah, I removed the auto-generated supports. Time to add. Let's see. Let's see how that looks like. Oh, we can see the lights from here. Okay, well, in that case, I'll probably make the lights at least triggered. You don't want to get spoiled for the snake pit. Perhaps a little bit of flashing for dramatic effect. in the snake pit. God, that's so bright. What the fuck? Let's see. Is this too bright of a light? Well, no, I want it to be of a different tone than the dark red thing. Yeah, something like that. At Zedhama. Hit toggle on trigger, toggle every. Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that for now, at least. Should save. I haven't saved in a hot minute. As opposed to an unattractive minute. Big sip. I should decorate some of the walls with the carved character patterns. Well, maybe this is more for the station carved stuff. Oh, we need mummy stuff. This needs to be like up in the air. I'm very committed to singing clearly. I need a sound effect for that. Read. I'd say that's pretty good. It doesn't trigger early enough, okay. Bit earlier. Whee! Right. I feel like here, because you kind of slow down here, I need to put way more like this miscellaneous scenery to make it look cooler, I guess. Oh, actually, maybe because this is like where shit, right before shit gets intense, we should have like treasure. You know, it would be like, oh, you found the treasure, but what next, you know? On the treasure, but was it worth it? Was it? Are they all red? Okay, well, why not let them be red? Then I'll put like a treasure chest too, and then like a bunch of pots and like chests and weights and. Put more gems of different colors on the boxes and stuff, I think. treasure. But at what cost? I love how it constantly switches between telling me that staff members have high load, like high workload and low workload. So it's like, I don't know. It depends. There could be cool stuff in these pots, so they'll count as treasure too. Why not? They all flow. Well, we'll lift something. This pot doesn't float. The rest don't float down here. And by we, I mean these pots and shit. I kind of want to make this look like another expedition team like got here before, but they've disappeared, so they've abandoned like ladders, all these crates, you know, all of that shit. I want it to look like, yeah. I think here I could justify putting torches. They'll be far enough away from the track that it like shouldn't realistically be a problem. And we'll do those light up all the treasure and shit. Pretty well. I think there's probably maybe some musical, instrumental sound effects that I could use here to like sound like, ooh, you found treasure. Let's see. I think there's like a make this sound cleaner. It's not loud enough. I think there was like a other similar spiritual voices kind of business. One of the other things. Use the low orchestra for the Ghostly Whisper, the orchestral bit, a couple of them, perhaps. All of these should trigger right at the start. See how it goes. Okay, seems pretty good. Why does this seem to not work? Is there some other light? Oh, it's those. Oh, the other one just didn't activate. Oh, I accidentally copied the same one twice. No lights untrigger too fast. In general, I'm gonna a bit sooner. 1.5. What the fuck did I just do? I wanted to edit this thing. Please only disable after 9 seconds. Again, as well, like 5. I wish the torches, when they light up, they wouldn't like immediately light up the whole space, but meh. the sound effects aren't very audible, these ones. Need more stuff in this corner. There's like a ruined pillar. Stuff to fill it out. I don't think I'm gonna put like try to any kind of scare thing in this corner. Takes so long to just like open a hacking thing. More hanging vines. Philippine cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run things. I wonder why that came to my head a bit. Skeletons, actually. Where are they? These animatronic larvae. I make one of these look like it's feeding on the remains of a corpse. Corpus. Let's take the last of my tea. Really pretty cold by now, honestly. I'll go piss and go to the kitchen. Back. I think for... Okay, well, first I'll do skeleton, whatever, but... I admit that I need to add vines to the... Because if the vines just end there and don't continue there, that would be really strange. I'm gonna have the skeleton be animated, it's not gonna be stationary. Don't shoot airflow. Stationary. Guys having a feast? Yeah, it looks weird. Under. I think I want to put like the wooden walkway stuff under the track here to make it look a bit more interesting. Are any of these like really big that I wouldn't have to place a ton of them to get a interesting thing here? No, I think they're all like 2 meters minimum, like or maximum. In Scheisse. In Scheisse. the idea of those big gearies. Is there a... Right, I see, yeah. Separate the areas a little bit with like a smoke curtain. Let's add a rubble pile here. This is a really empty space otherwise. I kind of want to... This short straight section here, I feel like there should be something here because it's going pretty slowly through there. Otherwise pretty lame, I feel like. Perhaps some animatronics on the wall? But these... Well, I don't really like these as being an animatronic. If I could have the same effect, but as like just the projection, that would be cool. But like again, I want this to like look like a semi-realistic. Because some of the animatronics aren't realistic because they just like float and stuff. But like, yeah. So, perhaps these. Bunch of like these hang off hooks. And like some of them will trigger, some of them won't, I think. Thanks for the lurk, Ollie. Welcome in today though. Oh, not special effects. don't remember which scenery category this chain attachment point is in, but luckily I found it, so I don't have to look for it for a very long time. This is the skeleton prison. Did not mean to place it there. Skeleton wall prison. Very normal activities. Activities not Scottum. Can all ladies sing this song? Doo-wah, doo-wah. Paint the color in a second. And then also I'll second sit. That puts them back to black after 3 seconds. You go back to her and I go back to her. I go back to black. Okay, the ones that aren't triggered by the ride are just gonna be stationary. For those two. Let's save. I haven't saved in a while. It's not enough. You love blow and I love puff. Okay, let's see how it is right now. Okay, that could trigger a little earlier. You're already past the skeletons once it triggers, so it's not that good. Oh yeah, I forgot to make the torches last longer. Whoopsie! This scene. Play for 6 seconds. I'll also put an area light here that turns the whole area into like the color of the torches slowly, so that the torches don't like flashbang the guest. It'll look much nicer. I want it to be kind of hidden. What was the thing? if it's there, but nah. Nah. Change color, fade to color for 2 seconds, yeah. Also have one that activates it. And then I'll decay that in 10 seconds. Activate. Okay. And that should work. That's not... Well, actually, that's the first time it goes around, so that's why it doesn't work that properly. E. I think the light fade should... 3.5. Yeah, so now when the torches turn on, it doesn't like... They don't, like, abruptly also turn the light on. I'm pretty... like, pace on this. Maybe I want to add this corner over here, but it's not really that visible on ride, because he just kind of blast past it over there. So maybe I'll just, like, add some miscellaneous pillars and that kind of stuff there that you don't need to, like, look at. Because that comes so close. Not that, if I do anything, it's not that gonna be that tall, at least. If I wanted to, I could also put another statue there. I could. A kinder looking one than the big one that comes later in the ride. Won't be like hardly visible anyway. Just like something to air. Sunday, be there. Seductive lips, why not? let's take a peek at what the ride experience is so far. I'm still gonna add some kind of effect to the launch tunnel that goes outside, but this is what we're dealing with for now. Great. Ooh, I feel like, okay, the moving face with the fire in its mouth that happens at the top of the lift hill should probably have a sound effect, because as it stands it's just quiet, which is weird because everything else has a sound effect. So could be here. I believe there was some kind of like the scary moan sound should be used somewhere, but I don't know where. I wish there was a search function for the sounds, but unfortunately not. That's good. I like that. Oh yeah, that works perfectly. Yeah, that's awesome. Great. I did not want to open the hints. Pieces of driftwood somewhere in here that I wanna use to make a big cross on the wall. Here. No, I need to do more than that if I wanted to do that idea. Okay, so the next things to work on are the station, the queue line, the exit, whatever, but this is my first thing, is this launch track. I'm gonna add stuff to this. Joy. I was thinking of doing some kind of flashing light effect, I think, originally. I would like to incorporate fire, but this is too tight of a space for it to be, like, realistic, where, like, people wouldn't get burnt. Rain of spiders. Wait, that's not rain. A rain. Oh, they look like that, okay. This could be, like, projection on a wall, I think. Yeah. There's other insects, too, but they're, like, flying around, okay. Up do these things, do these effect spiders go before they disappear? Not very far. Yeah, I'm not gonna use them after all. I think I'll edit these as part of a building so I can move them all at once. Do I need extra effects? Because you go through this tunnel so fast and there's already this skull scare that happens here, so I'm like, do I really need anything extra in here? I don't know. If we're gonna make, like, lines of light that scatter like lightning, that would really possible, so I shall not try. See, I thought that pretty much that this part of the cube hall is pretty much done, and this part isn't really, and the station definitely isn't. So let's start work on those. It's the power of pleasure, the power of trance. Ooh, what if we have the fucking scary skull thing over here again? The thing that, like, happens, like, this thing. Yeah, this thing. Are the lights part of the... Oh, they are part of the building. Okay, so I can copy this pretty easily. Just lazy, but... Spiders. Meowdy Stellar, welcome in today, welcome. I am gay, kinda. For purposes of brevity, yes. Why are you gay? Save game. Saved. A new trigger that happens when you come into the turnaround. Hope the people. It is. Hope the Pebbles is doing well upon this fine and dandy day. I'm certainly doing better than I have been for a while because I'm getting money tomorrow. So I don't have to do a treasure search of my pantry for food anymore. After that, which is great, obviously.
Too bad you're not professional.
Rude. Yeah, it does this bullshit sometimes where it copies both. Like, yeah, it makes 3 copies. That's not what I wanted to do. That isn't what I wanted to do. It's... You owe me. Who said? I mean, you said, but since when is your word trustworthy anyway? And now there's 2 different ones of both. Half a second. We're gonna see how it looks like, because that Calf said. Well, I don't know if Calf is here to confirm. I don't know if I can trust you. Then we are gonna add more decor to this little turnaround section. Of course, you can trust you. What? English? Engelska? Where's the, only Americanish, okay. Here's something funny that I've, learned speaking Arabic, is that for some reason, while a lot of other countries have, like, Landia in the, as, like, the suffix for the country name, so, like, well, for example, Scotlandia, or Scotlanda, sorry. So Scotland has the, like, land in the ending, but England, no, England is Ingiltra for some reason, which I would be actually really, like, it would be cool to know the reason, but I don't know the reason, and... The torso needed. Give this man a thing. I'm gonna give this guy a pig snout too, because that's what I gave the another statue on the inside. No, I didn't want to place that. It doesn't look good. Select the fucking piece. There we go. Pause it there so I can see how close I can put the pillar to the... Yeah. I think that's okay. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't look that good. I'll just leave it open like this. Holy moly, the monster. Probably gonna put some falling dry ice here as well. Like, kinda hide it a little. And also make him part of the building. I don't know why I still haven't named the building after what it actually is. Which is, you know, the show building for this ride. Enough particle effects to really cause any kind of frame rate issue. Okay, truth be told, it doesn't really hide the thing that's coming, so I'm just gonna put those. Should be called Pepple's Playhouse. It's not not really, but... Ollie, I don't know if you have been watching when I've been like doing the on-ride testing, like seeing what the ride is like so far, but there's more of these monster statues and shit around. Not just this one. Let's give this guy a voice as well, I think. There was like a pirate laugh sound somewhere. Yeah. I don't know how that's specifically a pirate laugh, but I just got here-ish. I'd be hyped to see a run through. Yeah, of the interior section so far, it's it looks like this. Let's... Yeah. Spreadsheet. Then there's the outside section, which is not even remotely done. Well, I mean, the coaster part of the outside section is, but the... You know, the scenery. I'll continue the stretch. Oh my god. get your blood flowing. Oh yeah, and then the ending. Actually, because, yeah, I did just add to it, and, yeah. Why did no sound effect play? Oh, it's like, yeah, it was triggered in 3 seconds. That's why. That is why. Let's, what up? Okay, building. Now let's see again. So like inside, there's obviously this statue that you blast past while there's the spike wall. Where's the gondola right now? There's this, so in the amount of scares, there's the there's the door that opens with the spell, then there's a pit of snakes that the lights are off here right now so you don't see it. Then there's just that statue's just there for like filler. The scorpion you blast past, there's the mummy that reaches out for you, there's the wall of skeletons that like are prisonered. There's the burning skeleton. Then here's the like, oh my god, you found treasure situation. But then, oh, is it worth it? Because now shit's gonna go down. There's the first spike trap that you close call with this. And then when you go to the launch, there's this monster face blast smoke into your face before you launch out of the hole. I just don't know. I was like, I kind of at first I thought I wanted to add like light effects to this tunnel, but then I didn't. Love a good blasting. What you're trying to say? This needs a bit more lighting. This guy, besides just the eyes, because the eyes don't actually light up the statue itself. I want to mildly light up the statue, not in flames, but you know. That's a good spooky lighting. It's fucking awesome already. Good shit, Pebble. Aw, thank you. I'm happy to get to like make one of these types of like more detailed coasters again, because the thing is that all my other parks were, because the whole point of this park that I've explained before is that so I can like do a couple detailed rides but not make it so big that it'll lag and stuff. So, and like from start to end it'll be built on stream, and this temple ride is the first coaster of them. Anyway, this box light that shines on the eye, yeah, that one. Activate on trigger, then change color on trigger to that. 1 second. Or I'm pretty sure these other fade in. Yeah, they fade in half a second. So actually, I'll do this as a 0.5 as well, and then duplicate again, and in 3 seconds make it fade. Now let's see. I want the volume to be louder. Just, change the angle of the speaker so maybe it's more Audible. Go to audible.com/pep. No. Save park. Pokey Park. Yeah, it's already in the title, and I don't know why I'm saying this at this point of the stream, but yeah, I wasn't really feeling Silent Hill 3 tonight, so that's why. I think I might have said in last night's stream that I was planning on playing Silent Hill 3 today, but then I ended up not feeling like it, so But I didn't schedule either game, so it's fine, who cares? Yeah, now it's way more audible. Good. Although it could trigger earlier, so I'll put it like here. Yep, that's good. My girlfriend and I just watched the shit-ass movie adaptation of Silent Hill 3. Uh-oh. I'm imagining they're not super faithful to the source material, if I had to guess. If I know anything about video game movies. Yeah, how much can I charge for this? I charge 20 bucks. Not that it matters, because I have unlimited money, so... I don't actually know why I'm charging for anything. Can I make it free? Yeah, I can. Just have to make it all free so that, like, the guests won't run out of cash. Station needs, most work now. These rocks stick out. Too much, my friend. Please select the stone. I need you to give me the stone. A character says, do you know where this Silent Hill is at some point? Like, a hill that's... Writing. I want this to look more like a, I don't know, like a cave or something, because the whole point of the is that, like, you exit through a cave on the side instead of from the actual temple. Like, I don't know, you're taking another out. I wish you could do separate entry and exit stations in this game like you can in RCT3 games, but unfortunately you can't, so what can you do? Hold on, could I put the swinging boulder thing at the top here? No, that's the dropping. Yeah, because this one takes a lot less space than the swinging blade. But maybe. Oh, no, I can't actually. Yeah, no. Never mind. Never mind then. But maybe I could put a swinging blade behind this. I've done it in one of my personal parks on another type of ride where I put like a swinging blade thing like behind the back wall of the station, so that like the guests, like when they're boarding the ride, they can see it just like constantly swinging by. But can we swing the pebble? Yeah, you just grab me by my tail and just like, you know, use me like a lasso. I'm sure, like, it'll be fine. I'm sure my skeleton will survive that treatment. Yeah. Why is it not letting me select this shit? Weird.
Terre foraine. Hooray.
Did I make this part of the building, this axe thing? No. You're up. Oh my god, the pirate simulish. Yeah, everything in this game is well, almost everything in this game is in gibberish. I guess so that they could have like fake voice lines, but like, you know, them not having to do new ones for each language. Some of the exceptions are for because there's like Ghost Busters and like Knight Rider collab stuff in this game. So those voice lines aren't. Those are just in English because the media's it based on is in English. But yeah, otherwise. I'll put black panels to simulate a void that like this thing swings into, because obviously it's like currently colliding with the walls. I did not mean to move this wall, and I don't know when I did, but... Oh. Projection screen with, like, I don't know, fire or something behind it. Maybe lit? Actually, yeah, lit, because then it like reflects the colors of the whatever is like going on there on the screen. It reflects them onto the surroundings, which will be a nice effect. Then where is the this portcullis? Portcullis. I might make some other effect for this at some point, but actually, I feel like this Starfield one kinda looks cool, but I was considering just using the flame effect because I'm boring like that. But I mean, come on, that's a bit. So now there's like a flame effect, and then there's like a grate with a constantly swinging blade in front of it. It also makes sounds. I think for the roof of the station section, I'm gonna do like these blocks, and I'm gonna taper upwards or something. I think it's the swinging axe thing is causing some placement issues, which is fine. I'll just be careful. But do I like this as a solution for the station? I think it's okay. Maybe. And then I could hang down some ropes and put some, like, lights off of those that also look like they're part of the expedition team that's, that you find dead over here. Skeletons on these, near the treasure. Yeah. Hanging ropes are clearly fairy tale stuff. That's why they're in that category. Also try to put up some scaffolding in the station area that makes it look like more like, okay, yeah, they've been here. No, they're not here. Maybe? Perhaps. Unfortunately, when you're getting this close up, the arrows obscure the actual small detail parts of the lamp, so it's hard to place it accurately. How do these light up the room? Like so, that's a good amount of light actually, yeah. Then I'm gonna wanna add pillars to hide these default gates here. So those are ugly and not well themed. So we're just gonna use these column pieces. It looks a bit weird. And maybe I'll put like wooden posts instead. Something. Probably like this better. They sounded very confident there. Move them a little bit back so they don't like stick uglily into the station. Except they... okay, never mind. They look spooky if I do this. Kinda. I might just leave these like the default then in that case, because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. What can you do? Does he rock? I'm wondering if I want to do actually a full sealing of the rocks. It might be a pain in the ass, which is why I'm considering not doing that, but...
Bibu? Shout out to Bibu like a
Bibu. I don't think there's anything above this. Yeah, no, well, not here. Over here, there's gonna be a problem, potentially. Pebble problem. But over here, it should be fine if I just cover the ceiling mostly in rocks or something to make it look more cave-ish. Cave Johnson. Cave-esque. Just that I can use like super large pieces of rock, except here because they like start intruding into other spaces in the building. In the building? First there was like some kind of like rock roof pieces or some like ceiling pieces, so you could just like just look like caves by default or something. Or like way easier, but in lieu of such options, we try hard. Unfortunately, this is like one of the few pieces I can actually use, so I need to like try to not make it look repetitive. Doesn't need to be fully covered, I don't think. Now we add a ceiling here. Over her. God damn, that fucking... the menu, like, I know it... I hate... not only do I repeat this sentiment every stream, but I also repeat the fact that I repeat it, which is extra double silly. But it is rather goofy how like the game can run smooth, sure, but the menus, they open slow as fuck for some reason. And anything about this, right? No. Mechanic suddenly phasing through the wall like a ghost. Busting, 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 busting. Busting make me feel good. Now does... Well, these intrude a bit here, but that's okay. Just move these a bit. I do not want anything to do with Frozen. Okay, these couple of rocks seem to station at the easy bit. Remedy this. Whatever, the exit's not as important. But yeah, a good point to save. Maybe a couple things in this hallway bit. Does it have a lighting? Oh, I'll give it lighting. That's the secret word. Oscar. And I want it so bad. Yeah, yeah. I need to refill my CO2 canister so that I can actually make Posca. Well, Posca's normally not made with carbonated water, but I do that because it makes it infinitely better. How about a spooky skulle with the lights for eyes? Not these lights though, they're too bright. Just like make lights like this, put them in the eye sockets and then turn them off so that you can only see the bright spot but it doesn't project any light. You do have nice eye sockets. They're closed most of the time. You can't see them. This thing's staring down at you while you come to the station. Station looks like this. Let's do another run through here. I'm gonna actually face the camera this way towards the stairs as we go past. I think.
The horrors.
Great. Yay. That's most of the inside portion done, I'd say. We can get back to working on these like exterior areas. Exterior areolas. I don't know what's happened. Probably just like, you know, getting used to a routine, that kind of stuff. But like, I've stopped. I've like become really like that kind of like I don't want to go to school kind of person, which feels so like silly to be like that as an adult. But like, nobody wants to go to work either ever. So like, it makes sense. It's just normal. But I'll have to I want it to be like you can't really see through. There's what I want. Like, jump in the cack. I'm gonna use these bamboos then. Maybe. It's not going past. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Wake up with no will. Sort of this side of the ride can't, outside portion can't really be finished until we like start adding like another ride here, because you know, the surroundings of this are going to depend on that ride. But we can finish this side because this, obviously I'm not putting any rides here anymore on this side, so we can close it off with these pills and tree lines and stuff. Hey, hey, hey. I got a gun. Bit too close to the track. Did you girl bust too close to the sun? Here's right, it does. I'm gonna put like a palm tree like this that kind of goes above the track like so. Maybe on the other side even, if it works. Let's see if the oh yeah, that clears easily. What if I colored the track like after this section here? What if I colored the track on this side green like the forest instead? Because you can make parts of the track different colors. That's an option. Palm. Ja, palm. like the biggest trees in the game are all kind of like normal deciduous forest trees, but like I feel like they can just barely be excused as part of the jungle if you like add enough palm trees and other like Brazil nut trees and whatnot in between them, you know. No, you don't know? Well, sucks to be you, I guess. God, that was so mean, I'm sorry. I think I'll keep the track all the same color for contrast over here. I don't know. The transition part will look bad. You're making me look bad. I have not played Resident Evil 5, but I have watched all the Resident Evil monster transformations ever, so that voice line lives in my head rent-free. Making me look bad. I should play Resident Evils though on stream, like after I'm done with my Silent Hill kick, which will be soon. I doubt I'm gonna play any other Silent Hills after B, at least not immediately. Some rock work around the place. It's good. I should add like bits of temple ruins or like outside here as well, I think. Like some broken pillars, that kind of stuff. The send departs. Send departs. Departs where? Where's the send going? Maybe here in this cap where it's gonna be a bit more difficult to like place a bunch of like trees and stuff because the track is pretty close to each other, so like around here I think I'll do some. Bits of temple ruins. Small. I've completely forgotten about those pieces. The, like, snaky snake ones. These can, like, stick out the ground nicely. Yeah, bits like that. A bit. Then plants, palm trees. Maybe even like the drier section. Not the surface. Gets too back. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. Which one? There's quite a lot here. Ow. So mean. That's so rude. That's so uncouth. Ow. Ow.
Nibu? Shout out Nibu like a Nibu.
Damn, that's the second time we've had that today. And that's like only the second grand redeem we've had, so that's actually kind of wild. It's happened twice when there's something like 30 different friend redeems that it could be. How many Pepsis do we have? None right now, but I want to buy some tomorrow because I haven't had one in ages, and I love it. Pepsis or Coke? I don't buy Coca-Cola. It's fine, but like it's not my thing really. I don't typically like sugary sodas because they feel a bit syrupy, and Coke Zero tastes like a discount Pepsi Max, so... Which is on purpose because they, at least for the Nordic countries, they recently reformulated Coca-Cola Zero to taste like Pepsi, because Pepsi Max is so popular. So, yeah. It's the fucking new Coke situation all over again. Except this time it's not like just like a marketing trick or whatever, because it's specifically for us, because the, you know, the new Coke thing was they also made it taste like Pepsi, but that was just like regular Pepsi, and in the US, because that was the time when Pepsi was winning the cola battles over there. Silly if these went like down the side with the track. Oh, I think that looks like fine. Wave hello keeps breaking down, so I'm gonna make it be inspected every 10 minutes. Actually, why don't I already open Temple of Secrets? Might as well. So does your park sell Pepis or Coke? Neither, it sells a Gallopy. Which has this dinosaur as a mascot. Let's see, first customers. You can look at first person perspective of the guest, actually nighttime. Some might even say cuter than Pebble. I wouldn't be objected to that. I wouldn't object to that, I mean. Everybody's flooding in. Everybody's flooding in. Bro, why did you... Oh, man. The cool thing is that the people like duck when, if there's like obstacles. And this side is unfinished, but also thank you, Ollie, again. But the area we're going into now with the, because this lava pool I finished on the first episode, I think, of this series. I could add some mood lighting around this forest section actually as well. Why not? no guests. Oh yeah, there's no lighting on the outside of the temple entrance, really. Well, I can fix that easily. Damn, look at the queue already. Sheesh. But yeah, this lava pool, definitely this is cool. I'm happy with this. I think I finished this lava pool again on the first stream of making this park. This lava pool that you roll over here. Like so. And then there's this section. Wait, so okay, here. I'd like to add more cover to this building, but the track gets too close to the building. And it's also realistic that it's not gonna... The building's not gonna be completely covered on all sides. It's just not possible, really, unless you have a massive park and you're like, I don't know, Disney or something. Not even they can do it, really. Fully. Then... I think this looks detailed enough. I think for the ground here, I'm gonna add a couple bits of dry grass as well. I think. These sandy parts. Well, creosote bush officially, but it kind of looks like dry grass. Well, not dry shrub, not grass. So, like so, not like so, like so. Under this tree needs a bush. There. Here's this finished off. Not. I have like here or two here as well. Then fill this corner with bushery shrubbery. Or pusikko in Finnish. Stellar, I don't know if you ever noticed, but I actually added a second Finnish-speaking redeem. On that forces me to teach, translate a specific word or sentence or phrase or whatever. And the queue fucking overflowing and shit. Okay. Those people are gonna be waiting a long time because this coaster does have a massive capacity. More than just teaching us Kissa. Yes. Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about these. These make it feel way more jungly. I love how they added the feature that the guests, the riders, they react to like triggered events like here even though there's no moving animatronic, they still like react with like a scared expression when the lights change and the sound effect plays. That's really cool. And the pebble plays. I just like add a random small pool of water here for funsies. Yes, I can. Adds a bit more depth to the scenery. Awesome. So it's mostly done. This outside portion again can't be finished until there's the other ride next to it. But for the time being, it's pretty close. I'm gonna add some kind of lighting here. Perhaps torches. No. No, that's too dim. And then some up lighting for this, like, so that in the dark you focus on this temple section of the this. No. These work. No. An area light, maybe. No. I'm sort of not a huge fan of those torches. They could hide a piece like this there-ish. And then just like hide more of these around in pieces of scenery to point at the pyramid section. Oh, I keep clicking on the special effects thing, but I don't like it. Oh shit, did I? Well, when I clicked on the special effects thing, it cancelled placing the light. Da-da-da. That's pretty good, at least for now. This, again, like, this was in the first episode, but Jesus, I went hard for just this one ride over here for the Wave Swinger.